Welcome to the Eric Avasar Show. Starting to wind down my 8-part preview series on the Uefa Champions League. Part 7, here we go. It is time to talk about Group G, headlined by the 3-time reigning Champions League winners. They have mastered this competition. Real Madrid is going to be primed and ready to go, but adjusting to a much different looking squad without manager Zinedine Zidane and without one of their greatest, if not the greatest player to ever play for their club, Cristiano Ronaldo. He has moved on. The beef with Florentino Perez must have been just too much between those two big egos, and now Madrid is left holding the bag. They did not replace Ronaldo. Makes you wonder, how confident are they in at this point in another world-class talent with the likes of Gareth Bale? You know, he's been plagued by injuries and poor form throughout his time at Madrid, but there is no denying his talent. Simply a spectacular playmaker, always going to be a dangerous threat. He certainly showed that in the Champions League final. You know, they're led by one of the biggest pieces of trash in world football with Sergio Ramos, and, you know, he's going to have to anchor a back line that might have to, soak up more pressure. Asensio and Benzema, are they going to match Ronaldo's goals? No, not even close to it. I think the man who decides how far Real Madrid goes in this competition more than anyone else is arguably the best central midfielder in the world, Luka Modric. Always going to have an important part to play with his pinpoint laser passing accuracy. Now, the team that could really threaten Real Madrid in this group is AS Roma. You know, the UEFA Champions League semi-finalists are going to be without, their stud goalkeeper, Alisson Becker, who got sold to Liverpool, but the future of football is in this squad. When you talk about young attacking talent, Justin Kluivert just joined the squad from AFC Ajax. He has a super bright future ahead of him, and you know that success runs in his bloodline with Patrick Kluivert. And, they really have another great young talent with Ante Coric. He did not even get a sniff of the Croatia World Cup squad, but that says a lot more about Croatia than it says about Coric. A very technically gifted player with such a bright future at just 21 years old. He is certainly a player to keep an eye on. Not quite sure if he's going to be a regular starter for Roma, but at any rate, a name worth remembering. Now, in terms of guys who are definitely going to get it done and make big contributions in this moment, in this Champions League group stage, look, Javier Pastore joined Roma from PSG. Steven Nzonzi, look, it wasn't too long ago he was playing for Stoke City. Now he is a World Cup champion, having played for France, and he's going to play a huge part. Stefan El Shaarawy, a guy who's definitely underachieved throughout his career when you consider the natural talent he's been gifted with, but still a crucial player and tends to turn up well in a lot of big games. And in terms of the back line, I really like Davide Santon. I saw him play unbelievably well for Newcastle and Inter Milan at times. Of course, he can be kind of hot and cold. And Alexander Kolarov is always capable of magic, whether it's attacking or defending as well, even as his career winds down. Now, Cska Moscow is going to be one of the most dreaded trips for visiting teams in this group stage. Igor Akinfeev was a major cog in Russia, overachieving at the World Cup. Top-class keeper in his own right. Alan Zhagoyev, arguably the best Russian footballer, in my opinion. He is a wizard from free kicks. Definitely capable of the spectacular at any given moment. Very strong technical skills as well. But the player you want to watch when you're checking out Moscow is Abel Hernandez. He has already scored twice in his first 5 games for the club. A seasoned Uruguayan international. I think he will be a nice pickup for people looking for a steal in UEFA Champions League fantasy. Rounding out this group is Viktorika Plzen. They're dominated by Czech players, not too much international flavor in their squad. they're a non-factor here. So I'm going to take Real Madrid to win this group, although Roma is capable of knocking them off. I'm going to take Roma to finish in second. Meanwhile, Cska Moscow will give it their best shot in the Europa League with Plzen finishing in fourth. So, in the description for this video, I will put the joining details if you want to hop on board my UEFA Champions League fantasy group. And I hope you definitely join in. Thank you so much for tuning in, and please be sure to subscribe to my channel.